I am live over here. Peace, family. That last live that I was just on, it was a disconnection happening between StreamYard and YouTube. So, we pivot and we still make do. Listen, I have a powerful message that has come through from the solar eclipse that I am so excited to share with y'all. I want to make sure that y'all can get in here. Especially because of everything we had to do to get started. Anyways, y'all, the solar eclipse has come through with some major, divine, powerful downloads that I'm excited to share with y'all. Let me take a deep breath because I guess we can say the little mix between Mercury retrograde, technology does do what it does, right? Like, we work through it, we go beyond it, we don't let these things stop us from doing what we have to do. But I cannot deny that the StreamYard and YouTube live being disconnected and not working, I can't deny that that's not a manifestation of how Mercury retrograde works. But when you know, right? When you know, when you are prepared, you don't trip, you just say, it is what it is. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to push through because at the end of the day, which is such a beautiful gift, these planetary bodies and these movements, these astrological movements, they are working with us just as much as we are working with them. And that's the divine power that we have as spiritual beings, having free will, having the ability to choose, to decide, right? What we're going to do, how we're going to live our lives. And so, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for y'all being here. Y'all just get to see me in this natural light, right? On the phone, right? Nothing fancy. But still very much so here, present and powerful. So hey y'all. Wow. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys actually feel like this solar eclipse energy changed something in you? Do you actually feel that the astrological movements that has taken place, do you feel that it has actually shifted something inside of you? Y'all let me know in the chat. Oh my God, because when I tell you from a few days before the solar eclipse till now, I feel different. I feel energized in a way. I feel the fullness of my heart, similar to what Emma just said, the heart fluttering. I definitely feel a sense of calm. And I feel different. I just feel different about myself and like who I am and how I want to live my life. You know what it feels like? It feels like all the things that I've been trying to do, all the work that I have been putting in place, but had experienced certain delays and roadblocks and mental confusion. It feels like a lot of those things have dissipated, and now I have a clarity, right? Now I have just this know-how. That's what it feels like to me, right? It feels like there is no blockage, right? There is no confusion. There is no, back and forth, right? Where prior to the eclipse, I had a lot on my mind. I was asking a lot of questions, and I'm still asking questions because as spiritual beings, that's just what we have to do. We have to act. Y'all ain't getting too much of a peep show, right? So, that's what's been happening, and I want to share with y'all. If you feel that shift, great. I'm gonna tell you what that is. I'm gonna break it down for y'all because Spirit has shown me what it is. Spirit has shown me so clearly what has actually happened. And then if you have not felt that, then I'm going to give you the alignment and different things, easy, simple things that you could do to open yourself up to that. And then lastly, if you want some spiritual support, I got a new reading that I'm going to do for y'all. It's the Solar Eclipse Celestial Shift reading. Just because I feel so shifted, I want to share that with y'all. So let me say, hey, first of all, thank y'all for being patient. Peace, celestial earth goddess. That's what we're talking about, celestial movement. Peace, my good sis Iman. Love you, sis. Peace, Bree. Hey, girl. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Emma. Hey, my love. Lady of the district. Healing pools of love. Hey, Static Shock. Arising Divine Beauty. Hey, D. Harley. Hey, Liberty Rich. So, first of all, shout out to our Patreon because I see y'all. Y'all keep showing up. Y'all keep giving love and y'all just keep on, being your divine selves. And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. So, the world as we know it has changed. And I know we've heard that. We're like, what? Like, people are thinking that this eclipse was like going to bring an apocalypse, right? Or the world ending or just crazy madness. I don't know why people think things like that. But our world has changed, or the opportunity for us to change our world has been presented to us, right? The opportunity for us to truly align with who and what we know ourselves to be has been given. And so that shift that we're feeling inside of us is that change in real time, right? That feeling, that energy that we have is what that change or what that shift actually is. A lot of times we're thinking it's something external, right? And there is an external representation or manifestation of it that we will be able to identify and see with our two eyes. But the real shift happens in our internal world, right? That's where the real shift happens and has happened already, okay? That's where it's at. And so this shift, this change has happened for the better, even if we feel certain resistance, or even if we feel certain aspects of our past tries to show up and remind us, right, of who we used to be, of what we used to do and how we used to think. The shift has already happened. So I want to tell y'all how the shift has happened or where the shift is happening in our lives, just to give you all an opportunity to make that connection inside of your own being, right? So the first thing that Spirit has shared with me over these last few days is that cycles have ended. Certain repetitive cycles, whether it's in your mind, your emotions, your actions, certain cycles have ended, right? And what I heard from Spirit so clear as day was, let it die. Let it go. Let it end. Let it be over with. Spirit be like, I bring these celestial, powerful energies in, right? To shake things up in our reality, to shift us, to change us, to evolve us. But it be our own egos, right? That wants to hold on to realities that no longer serve us, that wants to hold on to a certain way of being that is not in alignment with this new earth that we are creating and embodying within ourselves, right? So that just happened to me recently over the last few days, right? So a part of my solar eclipse shift was me spending more time in movement. Yes, shout out to 222. Thank you. I am super for posting that. And that 222 is the number of balance. It's the number of harmony. It's the number of masculine and feminine energy having that divine sacred dance. And I'm gonna talk about that as well. Yes, I like that. Arising divine beauty, 222, divine timing. Exactly. That's what that is. So, one of the solar eclipse shifts that has been downloaded into me for my life is needing more movement, having to get up, right? I'm a stay-at-home mom, entrepreneur, so I could spend a lot of time right here in these chairs, right? I could spend a lot of time sitting on the couch. And Spirit was just like, no, that's not you. That's not who you're meant to be. You're meant to be up. You're meant to be out. You're meant to be walking more, exercising more, moving your body more, just moving your life force energy more, right? And so after the day of the solar eclipse, like literally right as it happened, I was up. I was moving. I'm like, where did all of this energy come from, right? Dream, on the other hand, according to him, his solar eclipse energy made him feel more tired, more like he needed to rest and sleepy. But for me, I was like, what do I need to do? And it wasn't like I was running around with like a chicken with my chicken with your head cut off. I wasn't a chicken with my head cut off, right? I was present, and my movement and my action was intentional, right? Every move that I made as I danced around my house, right, was in alignment and served me, my children, dream. It served a divine purpose. It was powerful. Where prior to that, honey, I'd be holding that baby all day. I'd be holding Kai all day. Have any of y'all ever just had to hold a baby all day? Have any of y'all, that baby won't let you move? That baby don't want you to do nothing but hold it? Right? That was Kai. Kai, I'm all day. All day. Whether I'm on the computer holding them, sitting on the couch holding them, sitting at the dining table holding them, I'm just holding them all day. And in that holding him all day, I felt just more comfortable just sitting down holding them, not standing up holding them. But like when that eclipse happened, I got that baby on my hip, right? I'm like them old school mamas. I'm like the back in the day mama. I'm the granny, right? Y'all know grandmas was always up with their kids, had that baby on that hip, doing whatever they gotta do. Hell, probably sweeping while holding a baby. Right? That wasn't me. I'm like, if this baby just want me to sit, I'm gonna just sit with him, have him on the breast, and that's just gonna be it. But right when that solar eclipse happened, I got this burst of energy and this ability to just be up and active with him. And it's been like that since the solar eclipse, right? But and that's for my life. So I don't know what that may be specifically for you. If you don't know what that may be for your life, then you can get a reading. I'm gonna tell you all about the readings in a little bit. But for me, that's one of the downloads or revelations that the solar eclipse has given me, right? But what I want to say the most is that certain cycles or ways of being has ended. And our spirit team, right, in the divine is like, let it be dead. So for me now, with having all of this energy, I'm like, I'm going to lean into it. I'm going to stay in it. I'm not going to allow myself to revert back to this sedentary lifestyle that was not feeling good to my being. And so you all want to be making sure that you're reflecting on your life and you're asking yourself, what cycle has ended or what door has closed that I need to let stay closed, right? Because sometimes, the ego becomes so attached to a certain way of being, living, thinking, feeling, and it doesn't want to let it go. And so with the eclipse, what actually happened is basically the ego, the will, the conscious mind was overshadowed by the subconscious, overshadowed by the dark side of the moon, right? And this was a good thing. This was a great thing to happen because sometimes our attachments are not serving our highest good, and our spirit team, our higher self, that divine part of us, that subconscious part of us knows that a certain way of living and being is not in alignment, but the ego or even the conscious mind is like, but no, I like that. But no, that works out for me. But no, holding the baby on the couch, that's just what it is. That's just where I am right now. When he gets a little bit older, I'll be able to do more, right? That's what our conscious egoic mind does, that can sometimes keep us in cycles that our spirit team and even these celestial bodies have shifted us out of. Okay? So spirit is like, let it be done. Let it be done. Wash your hands with it. Do away with it. Right? And what Spirit shared with me is that this is a form of shape-shifting. What we're talking about is shape-shifting our minds, shape-shifting our bodies, shape-shifting our actions. We all have a word. Matter of fact, do this for me right now. Drop a word in the chat that feels most resonant to who and what you are being or desiring to be and experience right now in your life. Drop a word in the chat. For me, my word would just be harmony. Harmony. That's my word. Harmony for me is the goal of my life. Harmony is the goal of my life for me. Because what that speaks to is flow and ease in all of my many roles as Desiree D. Ray Wise herself, as mother, as wife, as coach, as friend, as sister. Harmony is my word, right? So y'all got practicality, right? You got joker, courageous, boldness, creative, fulfilled, passionate, peace and power, flow, accepting. Those are your words, right? Spirit is like, let's shapeshift into the word itself. I wish I had a witness in here. I feel like I'm at church. I wish I had. I know I got some witnesses. I don't got to wish. Y'all are my witnesses. Shapeshift into the word, into the essence itself. What does that mean? What does that mean? That looks like asking yourself day to day, moment by moment, am I dwelling in the place of this word, mindfulness, liberated, supernatural, rich, expressive? Am I dwelling in that space in this moment? Happiness. That's the real shape shifting. Okay? A lot of times, spiritual people, we're thinking about being mighty morphing, right? We're thinking about mighty morphing into Power Rangers, into Animorphs. Y'all remember all of those, right? No. Spirit is saying, let's shapeshift into rich, shapeshift into happiness, shapeshift into harmony, shapeshift into gratitude, shapeshift into expressiveness. And we do that mind, body, spirit, and action. That's the shape-shifting. And what a beautiful thing that is. And let me tell y'all, see, the ego, the sun, right? The sun, the conscious mind, will sometimes have us question if we're actually doing it, if we're being it, if we're experiencing it. It will have us questioning if we are actually, doing what we say we're going to do. And one of the things that Spirit was sharing with me through this solar eclipse energy is that all we have to do is just be it. If your freedom, your happiness, your gratitude, your peace and harmony, that's unique to you. The way freedom, gratitude, rich, expressiveness, creativity, what that looks like for you may not look like what it looks like for me. And that's okay. That's a blessing. That's the gift. That's the power. That's the shift. Oh God, I'm gonna get into it. That's the shift. The shift is us understanding that how we choose to do our lives is for us to choose. It's our decision. And whatever we decide, it is working and it is well. It is working and it is well. Okay? And I want to use a better word. I want to use a better word than choice because choice is beautiful. But over the last couple of weeks, some of y'all joined the Healing to Wholeness workshop, and Spirit said, let's stop choosing and let's start deciding. Because when we have choice, we can go back. Oh, God. Okay, so Spirit just be bringing things together. I got a song recommendation for y'all. And if I was going to be live on StreamYard on the computer, y'all would have heard this song. This song is called Go Back. Let me go ahead and button this because this little shirt is acting funny, right? The song is called Go Back by Madison Ryan Ward. I never want to go back. I never want to know that life before love. That's how the song goes. I'm living in the moment. I'm running after all that's holy and pure. That's her song. I never want to go back. Hey, if you've experienced that shift, 3:33 for all of y'all in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. We've experienced this shift. We don't got to go back. Let's decide to not go back. And to decide to not go back means that you cut away, because decide means to cut away. Literally, like etymology, to decide is to cut away. When we decide, that means we literally sever. We sever any part of ourselves that is still attached or connected to our old state of being. I never want to go back. Listen, after y'all go listen to that song, shoot me a message. Some of y'all got my number. Text me and say, girl, it's lit. Okay, just let me know. Okay, message me. I want to know that y'all feel where I feel or what I feel when I listen to that song. Okay, number 2 that this solar eclipse has done. This solar eclipse is really taking us from, or it's showing us, and this is something that y'all can contemplate on, basic spirituality versus advanced spirituality. What do y'all think the difference is between basic spirituality and advanced spirituality? What y'all think the difference is? Y'all let me know in the chat. I want to know how y'all thinking about things. How are y'all thinking about it? Anonymous, and y'all know it, okay? See, y'all my people. Y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. See, we here. We here. Y'all my people. Y'all are my tribe. Y'all are the soul family. Oh my God. First of all, if y'all have not gotten this serenity oil, it's so good. It's so good. It smells so good. Oh God, thank you. Thank you. Y'all hit the nail on the head. Basic spirituality is theory. It's theorizing. It's information. It like Iman said, it would be believing, meaning there is still cracks in the foundation of your spirituality, right? Advanced spirituality is practice. Advanced spirituality is practice, which is the work. A lot of times we're on the path and we're saying, I'm spiritual. I'm into spirituality. But you don't have a practice. Spirituality is about what you practice, practice, practice. In order to practice something, you have to take action. You have to do it. So we have to practice thinking positively. We have a meditation practice. We have a yoga practice. We have a qigong practice. Okay? And then I just had this aha moment that doctors, they have a private practice, meaning they're constantly working on their craft. And so with this solar eclipse, the divine, the most high, God is really calling us to simplify our practice so that we can go from being basic in our spirituality, meaning we have awareness of some things, and move into advanced spiritual practitioners. We're going from theory to practice. We're going from believing to knowing. We're going from being schizophrenic spiritualist. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by that. When I first came into spirituality, 2013, y'all, I was looking at everything. Okay, shadow work, chakras, past lives. I mean, anything in spirituality, I was nibbling on it, if you know what I mean. I was, let me get some of that, let me get some of that, let me get some of that, let me get some of that. Oh, Jesus is just like Heru and Shiva and the Buddha. Oh my God. Everything, 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 everything. And my mind was everywhere. And in that state of being, I couldn't make the progress in the healing and the evolution and the transformation that spirit was showing me, because I was too busy trying to implement what I was reading or hearing about from everybody else, right? So I got this person in my head, this person in my head, this person in my head. They say do this, they say do that, they say this is it. Have y'all been there before? Have y'all been there before in your spiritual journey where you seeing one person talking about shadow work, one person talking about lucid dreaming, one person talking about astral travel, one person talking about demons, one person talking about all of this stuff, honey? And when you are in that, just taking in all of that information, we're really in a basic beginning point of spirituality, and we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all done that. And I remember for me getting all of this information, but like being more confused than I was empowered. And so I found myself recently, over the last few months, just asking questions about my spiritual practice. Asking questions about, okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? What does my day-to-day look like? Just all of the stuff. And Spirit just said to me, we are in a space right now. This is what the solar eclipse really made clear to me, is that we are in a space right now where we just have to simplify our practice, where we are not here, there, everywhere, but we focus on what our day-to-day spiritual practice looks like. And in that space, we are going to experience the most leaps and bounds as far as who we are as spiritual beings. We're going to experience the most growth, the most healing, the most transformation. Why? Because we're tuned in and we're consistent and we are resilient. And even when we don't feel like doing the thing, because we have a practice, because this is our practice, because this is our way of life, we do it anyways. And so Spirit is just like, simplify. You know? And so there are some things that, Spirit was kind of sharing with me. But what we're also talking about is this energy called beholding. Beholding. And what that means is when you find how you connect to God, how you connect to the divine, how you connect to the Most High, your higher self, whatever term resonates with you, when you find that flow, that energy, that essence, you discipline yourself to lean into it daily. How beautiful is that? To know that you can feel God in your being, and you can practice that. You can practice that. However you do that more. So for me, morning meditation, morning prayer and affirmation, that's my thing. That's my practice. That's every day. Music, that's my practice. That's every day. Okay? Reading, studying. And so I'm not telling you don't study and read all of the different books. Yes, you can do that. What I'm saying is that don't stretch yourself too thin thinking I'm doing chakra work and shadow work and womb work and all. I'm like, read the book. That doesn't mean that you have to take action on what's in the book at this point in time. Okay? So, simplifying the practice, beholding God, the divine that dwells inside of us, meaning knowing how we tune into that energy, knowing how we create that flow of communication and sitting in it. And then practicing that daily and saying, okay, if I know music is my thing, I'm listening to music and I am intentionally saying, God, I am open, I'm listening, and I am ready to receive the downloads, the information, the channels that I need in order for me to grow, prosper, heal. So this solar eclipse energy came in and said, ah, 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 ah. It was like Big Mama coming through and saying, stop all of that extra stuff you're doing and learn to be. Behold God, that essence, that energy, right? All right. The third thing. We're moving into a new age, which we've heard of this, right? The age of Aquarius, the new earth, right? We've heard about all of that. But what Spirit shared with me is that in this new age is new laws. Within the new age is new laws, right? Laws meaning the ways in which we govern ourselves daily. And you know what I realize and what Spirit has been sharing with me is that when we know our laws, when we know what is actually governing our lives, I'm not talking about, don't run the red light or make a complete stop at the stop sign and no littering, right? Like the government has given us all of these laws and these ways to live by, right? And for the most part, we abide by them, right? Religion has given us the 10 Commandments and more as these codes to live by, these codes of ethics that should structure and shape how we live on a day-to-day basis, right? The laws of Tahuti, the laws of the universe, has given us a way of being, a way of thinking to help us understand how we are to move in this human experience. But have y'all thought about the laws that have really been governing your life, right? Because, the 10 Commandments, many of us broke those many a times, okay? Many of us broke them 10 Commandments many a times. Thou shalt not have sex before marriage, okay? Did that, done that, right? Did that and done that, right? Thou shalt not steal. You done walked up out of there. You done walked out of that Walmart or that Target a time or two. Without that, we done all ran a red light, okay? But Spirit was just like, what are the laws that you know aligns you with who you truly want to be and how you want to live? So let's kind of pull back some of the layers on that real quick. Any of y'all ever wake and bake, right? Wake and bake, have y'all heard of wake and bake, right? Meaning And I have friends that did this, so that's the only reason why I know the whole wake and bake thing, right? my I got homegirls, right? They would, wake and bake, right? That's what they would do. Right when they wake up, they rolling up their joint, right? They smoking it, and that was a law. That was a law of their land. The law of their land was wake and bake. What about this law? Can't go out to the club if you don't got a bottle or if you don't got a section. That's a law for many people. For many people, if you don't have a bottle at home that you can take a couple of shots of before you go out to any club, you ain't going. If there ain't a section at the club where you know you're going to be able to sit down comfortably, you ain't going. That's a law. Do y'all realize that we have some of these laws that are in place in our lives? This is what I have to do day in and day out. Or if this happens, this is how I respond. That's the law of your life. That is what's governing your life. What I realize is that some of us have laws. I have some that we're not really in alignment with the goal, with the desire, with the vision. And Spirit is like, it's time to change. It's time for us to really look at the laws that have been governing our lives. Meaning, what are the things that we've been doing consistently that has been creating an impact in our lives and we didn't even realize it? So one of the laws for me of my life is with my kids. This is something that I've just been really focused and intentional of doing, right? One, it's when they draw my attention to something. Mommy, look at this. I stop what I'm doing and I look. I may be on the phone. I may be on the computer. I may be doing whatever. If my kids draw my attention to something, if they find something important, it is a law of mine, right? This is how I live my life. It is a law of mine to, oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. Barbie? Yeah. And get back to what I'm doing. That's a law of mine because I know that that law bears fruit. That specific law in my life, and my kids do this all the time. They be watching TV, an ad comes up on TV of Hot Wheels or whatever. They're going to stop me and bring it up, right? I decided to make that a law in my life because I know it would bear the fruit of them knowing that their mommy cares about what they care about. That I love them so much that I am interested in whatever they're interested in. That's a law. That's a law. Some of us got a law, got to take a shower every night before going to bed. That's a law. You just got to do that, right? Laws. Spirit has given me 3 or 4 laws to share with y'all that needs to be integrated and really utilized right now with this energy that the solar eclipse has ushered in. One law is peace on purpose. That's the law. Okay? Peace on purpose. That's the law. Shout out to my girl Jasmine Blue. You may see this video. And see, this is full circle moment, right? Because the last time we had a total solar eclipse was supposedly in 2017, August 2017. Dream and I had some close friends at that time who we were mixing and mingling with, talking about spirituality with in 2017. We both had 1-year-olds at that time. We both had 1-year-old boys. We were both pregnant, or she just had her baby, and I was pregnant with Kara in 2017, our second child, Kara. I was pregnant with her in 2017, and we had connected with Jasmine and her guy. We had connected with them because they were literally just like us, on the spiritual path, having kids, in a relationship, a couple. You know, when you find people that like mirroring you, those become your people. And something that she used to say all the time in 2017 was peace on purpose. Full circle moment, because that's literally what Spirit had reminded me of as I was thinking about these laws. Peace on purpose. Meaning we have to embody, right, and enforce, right? Because if something is a law, we enforce it, right? And if we break that law, there's repercussions for it, right? But we do that for ourselves. I, self, Lord, and Master, right? Peace on purpose is a law that holds us accountable to our own well-being. Meaning, no matter where you are, who you're around, what you're doing, hell, you could even be by your damn self. You can be at home by yourself. If you do not have peace going on inside of you, you breaking your own law. And so when that happens, we have to ask ourselves, what can I do now to get back to peace? What can I do now to get back to my center? Peace on purpose, okay? That's a law. A new law that we have to embody is now the law of presence. The law of presence. The law of fully being in the moment. And these are things that we structure our lives around. These are things that we start to allow to govern our lives, right? It ain't Trump and Biden, okay? We're not looking at them and their laws and their principles to govern our lives. We are creating our own laws, excuse me. So we got the law of presence. That's law. Meaning, wherever you are, be there fully. Wherever you are, be there fully. Not thinking about what happened last year, or what possibly could happen in the future, or what all you got to do and all of that. No, be here, now, present. That's a gift. That's the law. I'm just giving y'all some laws that you can start to implement, right? We got the law of peace. We got the law of presence. We got the law of balance. We got the law of balance. Meaning, we're not letting a moment go by where we don't reciprocate the love, the energy, the effort, the appreciation, right? Whether it's a balance, an exchange of balance with the earth and you. So for example, I like to buy fruit, right? I buy my fruits and vegetables because you know you got to have your fruits. And y'all, one fruit I can never seem to eat in enough time is them damn strawberries. I will buy 2 cases of strawberries, right? Because they'll be on sale. 2 cases of strawberries for $5. Organic too, right? Right? Maybe because it's like strawberry season. But I get them strawberries and I swear I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat these strawberries, or I'm going to throw them in the nama. I'm going to make some juice. Oh, yes, some strawberries. I'm going to get them. Never seem to eat them on time. Throwing them in the trash is out of balance. It's out of balance. Because one, I just purchased these strawberries from somebody else could have had them. Some other family could have had them and ate them and used them. Now I'm throwing them in the trash. Out of balance, out of whack. So a part of my balancing act is taking them strawberries and I spread them out around my backyard. Right? We got a huge backyard with trees all around it. Sprinkle some strawberries to every tree. That way, it's not just going to waste. It's not just going to trash. It's not just balance. Balance. Don't allow someone to pour into you when you don't pour back. Because that's out of balance. That's out of balance. Okay? Dream likes to one-up me. Okay? Dream likes to one-up me. Yeah, let me do this for you. Oh, he just did something. So right before I came on here, I was holding Kai. And I wanted to make a beautiful salad, right? But Kai is sleeping in my arms. And I don't really want to. I told y'all, he be getting me. Kai, I be holding him. He be like, Mommy, you staying seated for a while. Right? But I'm holding him. And I'm like, babe, I really need to make my salad because I'm about to go live. I got this baby in my hand. I don't want to wake him up. What do? Do y'all know Dream brought me all of the supplies for my salad? He brought me the kale, the carrots, the apple. I made me like an apple cranberry salad. with a balsamic vinaigrette. I made the dressing myself. Killed it. But my love brought all the salad things to me because I was sitting at the dining table because I was on the computer doing some work. So Kai is laying on the boppy pillow, so my hands are free. Dream brought me everything I needed to make the most delicious salad and did it without a complaint. He was a cheerful giver. He did it happily and cheerfully. Now I gotta look at, okay, now in the law of balance and reciprocation, now I gotta look at, okay, I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cook a delicious dinner tonight, and I know he'd be excited about it. Dream is the type of person that be excited about food, and I'm cooking something new. So he loves when I cook something new because he's like, we are like really we are food critics for real, right? We gonna start making videos about being food critics, but he's a food critic for real. So he loves eating new food. And so I'm gonna make a new dish that he's never had before. And I'm gonna bring it to him, plated beautifully. And he ain't gonna have to move. I'm gonna just bring it to him. I'm gonna make sure that the plate is enough because his thing is make sure you give me enough. I like a lot. I'm gonna make sure that he has enough. I'm gonna hand it to him, and I'm gonna kiss him on his forehead, or he like to kiss on the lips. I like to kiss on the forehead. So I'm gonna give him a nice little smooch, and when he done with the food, I'm gonna grab the plate and I'll go and put it in the sink. Okay, I'll go put it in the sink. I may even rinse it off and put it in the dishwasher. Right, all of that good stuff. Either way, the law of balance. There's more laws that I can talk about that Spirit has given me, but I need to go get them kids from school. So the law of peace, the law of presence, the law of balance, right? These are laws that we need to be integrating and living by. And this is what the solar eclipse has really downloaded and channeled into me. And these things that we just talked about today are simple things for you to integrate. These are simple things for you to integrate into your life, into your day-to-day, into your shift, because this shift is what's leading you to your new earth, your new reality. So it's been a pleasure with y'all. Listen, I got some readings that I'm doing, solar eclipse celestial shift readings. What is your blueprint, right? What is your spiritual practice simplified need to be? I want to help you to figure that out. I'm so excited to help you figure that out. Let me see. Am I still live? If I'm not on this, am I still live? Listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the link in the comments and I'm going to email it to y'all. Most of y'all are already a part of my email community. So if you want to know what celestial shift, what spiritual shift your higher self is asking you to tap in with this solar eclipse, I'm more than happy to shuffle up some of them cards and share that with y'all. With this, it's just going to simplify your life because we've made spirituality way too complicated by dibbling and dabbling our hands into everything. And this slows down our progress. This slows down our growth and our evolution. So if you want to know what shift, what spiritual practices, what laws, right? I just told y'all some of the laws. Some of y'all got more laws you need to look at, more laws you need to abolish. There's some laws that some of y'all you got to get rid of it. It's not working for your life, right? In the reading, I'll share all of that with y'all. All right. So yeah, I'll drop the link in the comments and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.